Abducted in Plain Sight. Abducted in Plain Sight is a 2017 true crime documentary that delves into the shocking and disturbing story of the Broberg family, whose lives were turned upside down by the manipulative and predatory actions of their neighbor, Robert Berchtold. Directed by Skye Borgman, the film not only sheds light on the chilling details of the abduction of Jan Broberg, but also explores the complex psychological manipulation that Berchtold employed to infiltrate the family and execute his sinister plans. The documentary presents a harrowing narrative that underscores the vulnerabilities of trust, the complexities of victimhood, and the devastating impact of abuse on individuals and families. The story centers around Jan Broberg, who was just 12 years old when she was first abducted by Robert Berchtold, a close family friend who had ingratiated himself with the Broberg family to an alarming extent. Berchtold, who was known to the family as B, was a charismatic and seemingly devoted family man. He used his charm and cunning to create a facade of trustworthiness, which allowed him unprecedented access to the Broberg household. His ultimate goal, however, was far more sinister: to abduct Jan and indoctrinate her into a fabricated narrative that served his twisted desires. Berchtold's manipulation tactics were meticulous and calculated. He systematically groomed Jan, exploiting her innocence and vulnerability. He also manipulated Jan's parents, Bob and Mary Ann Broberg, to the extent that they unwittingly facilitated his access to their daughter. Berchtold's charm and persuasive skills were so effective that he managed to convince the Brobergs to allow him to spend inordinate amounts of time alone with Jan, under the guise of helping her with her horse riding hobby and other activities. The first abduction occurred in 1974, when Berchtold took Jan on what was supposed to be a simple outing. Instead, he drugged her and drove her to Mexico, where he kept her for 5 weeks. During this time, Berchtold concocted an elaborate story to brainwash Jan, convincing her that they were on a mission to save an alien race and that she had been chosen for this mission. He manipulated her into believing that she had to comply with his demands, including engaging in sexual activities, to fulfill this mission and protect her family from harm. The Broberg family, initially paralyzed by fear and confusion, eventually sought the help of the FBI. However, even after Jan was rescued and returned home, Berchtold's influence over the family did not wane. Astonishingly, he managed to avoid severe legal repercussions, largely due to his manipulative tactics and the Brobergs' reluctance to fully expose the extent of his abuse. This reluctance stemmed from a mix of shame, fear, and the psychological hold Berchtold had on them. Incredibly, Berchtold abducted Jan a second time in 1976, further deepening the psychological scars and trauma that she endured. This second abduction was made possible because Berchtold continued to manipulate and control the Brobergs, convincing them that he was a reformed man and that he had Jan's best interests at heart. His ability to maintain this facade despite the prior abduction is a testament to his manipulative prowess and the profound psychological grip he had on the family. Abducted in Plain Sight not only recounts these horrifying events, but also delves into the emotional and psychological aftermath for Jan and her family. The documentary reveals the long-term impact of Berchtold's abuse, highlighting how Jan struggled with the trauma well into her adult life. It also examines the broader implications of such abuse, shedding light on how predators exploit trust and manipulate not just their victims, but entire families and communities. The film serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance, education, and open communication in protecting children from predatory individuals. It underscores the need for society to understand the complexities of grooming and manipulation, recognizing that such tactics can ensnare even the most seemingly aware and cautious families. The Broberg story is a cautionary tale that urges parents, guardians, and communities to be ever watchful and to foster environments where children can speak openly about their experiences without fear of disbelief or retribution. Furthermore, Abducted in Plain Sight provides an unflinching look at the failures of the legal and social systems to adequately protect and support victims of such crimes. The documentary criticizes how Berchtold was able to evade justice repeatedly, partly due to the limitations of the legal framework at the time, and partly due to societal tendencies to doubt or downplay the severity of familial abuse. This critique serves as a call to action for reforms in how such cases are handled and how victims are supported through their recovery. The Broberg family's willingness to share their story in such a public forum is an act of immense bravery. It opens up a dialogue about the nature of abuse, the signs of grooming, and the importance of breaking the silence that often surrounds these issues. By bringing their painful experiences to light, they provide hope and encouragement to other victims and families grappling with similar horrors, demonstrating that recovery and justice, though challenging, are possible. The intricate and horrifying tale of the Broberg family begins in Pocatello, Idaho, a tight-knit, trusting community where the Brobergs led a seemingly idyllic life. Jan, the eldest of 3 daughters, was outgoing, talented, and a beloved member of the community. Her parents, Bob and Mary Ann, were active members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and their faith played a significant role in their lives. The arrival of the Berchtold family, who also shared their faith, seemed like a blessing. Robert Berchtold quickly became a close friend and confidant to the Brobergs, often referred to as Brother B by Jan and her sisters. If you enjoyed from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future interesting videos. Thanks for watching.